But yeah, I started with Jimmy when I was 13 and a half. So I got my black belt from Jimmy in '83. And I've been doing martial arts for a long time. It's like a love of mine. I'm like Jack says, I'm a crazy. You know, people that stuck with it all this time aren't normal. I like that when he says that. Yeah, okay, I'm a crazy. Good. That explains everything. But basically what we're going to do tonight, I just want to work on some basic stuff, some foundational work, horse stance, how to do horse stance correctly, basically drilling from the legs. The Chinese call it reeling silk, and for a long time they kept it like it was some big secret. You know, even the Chinese teachers that are teaching people today, teaching them Tai Chi and things like that, they keep a lot of this stuff secret. They'll teach you forms, but they don't want you to know this stuff because this is where the real power comes from. This is where the real, you know, legends are made of this stuff, right? You know, people will drill down and throw you, and it's like you go flying. It's like, wow, this guy was really incredible. You know, all he did was use proper structure and proper foundation, and he issued the power from the ground and up and out his arm, right? And Jack is always telling us the same thing. Use proper structure. Slow down, feel it. You know, make it work. Do it right. And then your body gets cellular memory. So then when you apply it quicker, it's not like you're moving faster. You're just applying yourself with better timing, better coordination. So this is basically what we're going to work on. When you apply these principles into your forms, like I was saying a little bit ago, you can maximize your form practice, or you can just blindly go through forms. A lot of what happens is people get caught up, especially like in the Tai Chi and the Bagua and stuff like this, they get caught up in wanting to learn a lot of forms. But the forms are just a vehicle in which to issue your power. But to build power, you have to practice proper principles, and you have to drill. You have to do a lot of these drills. Like there's 4 drills that I do every day. They're just basically there's 2 of them from Tai Chi and 2 of them that are from Bagua. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those today. I'm going to show you about 2 of them, but I'm going to apply them to Sansoo techniques because it's the same. I mean, there's a saying where all martial arts, right, no matter what style you're learning, it could be Taekwondo, it could be Hapkido, it could be Tai Chi, it could be Kung Fu Sansoo. It all reaches the same goal. At the highest levels, you know, all the guys that are at the highest levels, they know this stuff. They know, you know, all the internal stuff and all the reeling, whether you're learning hard style or whether you're learning soft style. Eventually it all comes together. And this is what Jack tells us, is, you know, the principles are all the same. It's just how you use yourself, how you learn to use it. So, without wasting any more time, I'd like to get started right away.
So make 2 lines facing that way, and Mike will go up to the front.
Yeah, well, basically what I want to do is I want to just get everybody into horse stance. I just want to kind of show you a little bit about what I'm talking about proper structure, sinking and tucking. Okay, you may have heard, especially if you had the Tai Chi training. You guys have had the Tai Chi training. I'm sure you've heard of. They call it Huiling Dinging, right? Tai Chi pole, keeping the spine straight. What you want to do is tuck the sacrum under. Okay, this applies in Kung Fu Sansoo too. Okay, you want proper structure at all times. Okay, when you lose your structure, you lose your power. And in a situation where someone's contacting you, basically what they want to do is take you off your structure. Then they can use themselves against you. Okay, so you keep your structure, and then you can keep the power from the large muscle masses. Okay, in horse stance, take your horse stance, and we'll just try it a little bit wide. Sink your weight down, but then from here, what you want to do is, I'll turn this way so you can get it here, is you want to tuck your butt under this way. And this is what they call the Ming Men, the lower back. They call this the gate of life around the kidney area. You want to try to push that out, almost like if you're pushing against something. Okay, this fills up the lower body, and in the internal arts they call this dropping the anchor. Okay, the upper body, like being the anchor right here. A lot of men, especially men, hold their power up here. It's like an ego thing, I guess, right? We hold our power up here. But if you drop your power down into here, your torso is what generates the power, not the arm. Jack showed a movement a couple nights back where he just stepped in and he never moved his hand. He just went boom and turned his body. Incredible amounts of power. So when they say that the power comes from the ground, it truly does. It doesn't come from this. It comes from this.
from the turning and twisting of the body, okay? So you're going to take your backside here, tuck it under, and it's almost like a baby seat. You want to tuck under, right? Basically, you tuck this under, the don chin area, the frontal part here, you pull it back and fill up the back. Come over here for a sec, I'll just show you something. Put your hand here on my lower back. What you want to feel is this. Okay, you feel that? It kind of pushes out. If I'm standing normal, right, this is like normal. This is kind of what you want to feel. Okay? You see how it kind of pushes out? Almost like if you're against a wall and you're pushing against the wall with your lower back. Okay?
Maybe that keep your butt tucked in now.
That's how you do it, is you tuck your butt and you fill up here. Okay? You just want to take the sacrum and tuck it under slightly, but you want to relax. You don't want to go too tight. Okay? But just relax. Sink your weight down. Okay? And think of the power sinking down into the legs. Okay? Good. Shorten up, bring it in just a little bit. There you go. Good. Yeah, that's okay. And then tuck under. Tuck under. And bring this back and in. Okay. Good. Make your feet straight. Try to make your feet straight. Widen out. A good way to get into this for you guys. Open your toes up. If you bring your feet all the way together, open the toes up this way. Then from your toes, kick the heels out. Then kick the toes out one more time, and then just kick the heels out so the feet are straight. Then you can drop your weight down. Tuck the butt under and drop the anchor. Okay, you want to relax the stomach. You don't want to be tight here. Okay, it's real important. Real important. Relax the stomach here and press down. Okay. Now in this position, you're rooting yourself. Okay. How you doing? You're rooting yourself down and into the ground. Okay. This is basic horse stance. Now what we do from here, okay, is what's important. This is when we start to do the reeling. Okay, when you're doing forms and you're moving from horse stance, say if you're right here in horse stance and you're hitting, you don't want to just go here like this, right? This is superficial. This is just superficial, right? These movements are in the first form that we're going to go over right now. It's in the black belt book, first black belt book. Movement is chop, stab, stab, right? This is superficial, but when you start adding the reeling in, you'll start to see this kind of action. And then you'll start to move from the leg. The waist shakes or folds, and the power shoots out from the leg. Okay? So you're not just doing arm work. It's coming out from the waist, folding and shaking. Okay? So let me show you something. From the horse stance, go ahead over here. I'm going to show you guys this exercise. Okay? I'm going to want you to push on me. Okay? I'm going to show you this exercise. What we're going to do is we're going to work on this at first, just a little bit. Basically, when we work on it together right now, I don't want everybody to give each other a hard time, okay? In other words, like really try to push them off of their stance. What I want you to do is work with each other. Feel the power coming into the body and down and into the ground. And I'll explain that right now. Okay, you push on my shoulder, okay? Even if I let my shoulder up, I'm grounding it, see? And I sink it down, go ahead. Right? Sink it down and push. Because I'm taking, you feel how the power's going in and down? Okay, go ahead. Down, down, and in. See, because I'm taking it into my leg, right? I'm not trying to fight him here. If I bring my power up, go ahead. I'm gone. Real easy. But if I'm taking him down and into the ground, you see, I'm just taking it down and into the ground, right? And all I have to do is, if you start to try to take me from the soft side, like if you try to take me that way, all I got to do is turn and bring it back. Because as long as I'm rooting myself in, and relax, I can adjust. But if I'm tight and I'm trying to fight him muscle to muscle, he's much stronger than me. You know, I'm not going to win that battle. So from here, when he pushes, you go down and in, down and in. Now you feel? Down and in. I'm taking it down and in. All right? Now, what I do here is drop the shoulder. Right? You feel how it drops? You feel the power get stronger? Okay, it's real subtle. But when you drop it down, then you can drive from the leg. Okay? So let's work on that. Go ahead and let's get a partner, and we'll work on that a little bit.